Hello, everyone, and welcome to MHS Sports on MHTV. I'm Chris Connolly, and today we're at the Marblehead High School Fieldhouse as the Magician girls basketball team takes on the Gloucester Fishermen. We'd like to thank the National Grand Bank for being our community partner in bringing you MHS Sports and MHTV. And stay tuned to the end of the game when I'll announce the Marblehead Sports Shop Player of the Game. So starting lineups are being introduced right now, and it's Gloucester who's here, the ladies from Gloucester, and they will go with, only have 7 players on the team. But number 2 is Olivia Madrugo. Number 3 is Taya Mano, she's a senior. Number 12 is Jocelyn Madalena. Number 11 is Jordan Perdue Del Torchio. And number 24 is Gabriella Martel. They're coached by Tommy McDonald. Marblehead comes in with an 11-4 mark. Gloucester is 7-8. Starting lineup for Marblehead: captain, number 5, Olivia Goldwater, a senior. Number 11, Samara Dosh, a junior. Number 12, Tess Andriano, a senior. Number 21, Captain Romana Gillette. And number 32 is Maddie Forbes, the national anthem. Cold night out tonight, and not a lot of folks here from Gloucester as far as I could see, and not a lot from Marblehead either. But these two teams come into the game. Marblehead, as I said, at 11-4. They've won 8 of their last 10. A week ago, they lost at home against Peabody, 43-27. Gloucester 7-8. They lost a week ago at home to Hamilton Wenham, 42-26. Both teams have beaten Salem and Beverly. Marblehead beat Danvers twice, and Gloucester lost to Danvers, or to Beverly. Check it. That was Danvers, I should have said. And teams have both beaten Swampscott by small margins. 1 point for Marblehead, 2 points for Gloucester. So we're set for the jump. Game gets underway. Rebound. The ball initially was in the hand of Gloucester player. Samara Dosh. Number 11 was the ball handed. Down the lane they come, and a foul on the drive. I think it'll be a foul goes on Taya Mano. First shot's good. Two free throws for Marblehead, 2-0. think it was Gillette that got him. Cross-court pass out of bounds intended for Purdue Del Torchio. Marblehead, of course, is coached by Paul Moran. In the lane and open and getting the bucket. Forbes. 4-0 right now. 8-minute quarters. Purdue Del Torchio gives it off, and the shot was blocked. That was taken by Madalena. In the paint, giving it up. I think that was Forbes. Again, Forbes gets there in the lane, gets the ball back in the lane. Now she'll shoot. She gets it up and in. Nice bucket. Timeout taken with 6:09 to go. So 4 points for Forbes and 2 free throws by Gillette. 6-0 Marblehead in the first minute of play. Looks like for Marblehead the key will be getting into the lane. Bring it up.
Bring it up a little bit. That's it. Okay, it's max. All right, that's fine.
That's fine. It's okay. 6:09 to go first quarter. Marblehead up 6-0 early going. So it's Goldwater, Dosh, Andriano, Gillette, and Forbes for Marblehead. Inbounding play. Marblehead double teaming and pressing, trying to get the ball, but Gloucester gets it out of there, and then driving and fouled was Purdue Del Torchio. Her first name is Jordan. The foul goes against Forbes, her first on the team, inbounding play. They say non-shooting on that. Underneath, step out, and a bucket. Scored by Madruga. 6-2. Underneath, tapped away. Getting a hand on it was Martel for Gloucester. Teamano, number 3, had the ball there momentarily and gave it off to Madruga. 2-3 zone, Marblehead playing. Long shot comes down to Dosh. Dosh pushes it up the floor to Andriano. Bounce pass in the lane. Back to Andriano. She wants to move. Gets it back on top. Start it over again. Dosh looking in the lane. Forbes. Travel. You could see what was happening. She was in between the thought of dribble or pass, and she took a step or two before she passed the ball. Down to the corner, a 3-point shot off the mark. It's ripped around, and Purdue Del Torchio was the rebounder. Foul goes against Gillette, her first. second on the team. 4:46 first quarter. Going to go for three. A long-range bomb is off the mark. Rebound comes to Marblehead. Del Torchio was challenging there in the lane. Bounce pass looking for the baseline, and Forbes went out of bounds. Out on top. Dosh gives it off. Forbes back to Dosh off of her leg, but she picked it right up. Bounce pass in the lane looking for Andriano. Didn't work out. 4:10 first quarter. Pass errant, out of bounds. So Coach Moran calls plays by names like Ohio and Miami. I wonder if he has an Omaha play. In the top of the lane, Forbes gives it off. Three-point try and long. Rebound taken down by Jordan Perdue Del Torchio. Whistle before the pass in the lane. Substitutions. 1, 2, and 25. Let's see here. 1 is Haley Schmidt. 2 is Lucy McDonald, and 25 is Greta Sachs. Greta Sachs was our player of the game last time. She had a good game. Three-point try from the arc, a little bit long. 6-2. Clock rolling. 3:27 first quarter. Mano gets it inside to Perdue Del Torchio. In the lane, Marblehead takes it away and starts the break. Calling for the pass, but unable to get there in time. I think it was McDonald. Andriano for three, no good. And Andriano comes in and tried to steal it away. That was lost control there. Madruga gives it off. Madruga gets it back at the foul line, left side. Shot off the back of the iron and brought down by Sachs. That's why Sachs is important. She's a good shooter underneath, and she's also a good rebounder. She's backing in, gets the turn, and a little bit, it's her first shot of the game. Out of bounds off of Gloucester, so Marblehead ball, 20 seconds on the shot clock. Sachs, nice pass by Sachs. She found the open player. Nice assist, and the bucket was scored by Haley Schmidt, her first of the ball game, 8-2. Marblehead. Perdue Del Torchio brings it down, switching left to right on the dribble. Her shot rolls off the rim and goes off, and Marblehead nearly lost it out of bounds. Andriano pushes it up the floor. Pass underneath for Sachs. It was blocked, but it was Del Torchio, Perdue Del Torchio, that knocked it away. Foul goes against Madruga, Olivia Madruga, number 2. Her first. Team second. Sachs backing in, travel. Took the step before the dribble. Marblehead now pressing. And they get the steal. Anticipating the pass, the shot was no good. Rebound comes down. Andriano picks it up, looking. Fires from 3, has it. It's really good. You want to get the outside shooting to have Tess Andriano warmed up. And she was going to take that shot, and she worked herself free and a whistle on the sideline. So 11-2, whistle on the play coming down the floor. I think there was a piece of paper that Coach Moran had in his hand, and it may have slipped out of his hand and dropped it, went onto the floor. I think that might have been the whistle. I'm not sure if there was a push or not, but there was a piece of paper. He did go out and pick it up, but that might not have been the reason for the whistle. Forbes checks in, and Haley Schmidt checks out. Purdue Del Torchio gives it back on top to Mono. Madruga. Back to Mono. Mono has trouble controlling the ball. Gets knocked away. Goes against Marblehead's number 2, and that's Lucy McDonald. Her first foul. 5th on the team, so it's that's the limit. And now they're in the penalty for the first quarter. In another minute and 2 seconds, they'll be in the penalty. And then when the second quarter starts, they'll start counting team fouls again. Hits the front of the rim. Second shot is good by Teamano. Marblehead in a weave. Adriano gets it back, looking for the baseline, then cross into the lane, and Sachs' shot was a little bit short. Had a little more leg into it, I guess. Purdue Del Torchio gets loose under there, but missed the shot. Sachs with the rebound. Pushing it up the floor. Gillette looking into the lane. Gets it back on top. Adriano. Sachs in the lane. McCarter gives it off. Nice feed by Sachs. The shot was a little bit short. Sachs gets a hand on it. Marblehead nearly got it away. We're down to 15 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Marblehead leads it by 8. Baseline and a scoop shot underneath. Sachs has the rebound, but Purdue Del Torchio, knocked it out of bounds. 7.2 to go here in the first quarter. 11-3, Marblehead. Clock starts. See how quickly Marblehead can get this off before the end of the quarter. Adriano loses it in the lane and gets it back, fires it up, and the shot was still good, but that would have been a nice one at the buzzer. At the end of the first quarter, Marblehead leads it by 8, 11-3. We'd like to thank the National Grand Bank for being our community partner in bringing you MHS Sports on MHTV. So Marblehead's scoring has come from Maddie Forbes has 4, and Tess Andriano has 3, and 2 from Ramona Gillette from the free throw line, and a 2-point field goal by Haley Schmidt. That makes up Marblehead's 11 points. The Marblehead looking for its 12th win of the season as we head down the stretch of the schedule. Taking a look at that, Marblehead is going to be in Hingham tomorrow night. That's Friday the 11th? No, Wednesday the 11th. They're playing Notre Dame Academy. So when you see, unless you're streaming live, this will be after the fact. Pass in the lane is knocked around, but Jordan Del Torchio. Got a hand on it. She's an active player, number 11. Jordan Purdue Del Torchio, a junior for Gloucester. Shot up and no good. Andriano was challenging for it. She gets charged with the foul over the top. Her first. First on the team here in the second quarter. Andriano is going to come and take a seat. Here comes Jordan Purdue Del Torchio. She gives a around the back pass, but it got stolen. As good defensive work that time by Forbes, I think it was, who anticipated that. She gets the pass in the lane. Ball fake, gets it back on top. Three-point shot for Samara Tosh. Second three of the night for Marblehead. Purdue Del Torchio had the ball stolen away from her. Tosh looks inside. Gets it back. She's going to fake the shot and gets in the lane. She wanted to go down low, and she got it. Nice pass. It was Haley Schmidt that did that. .641 to go. 16-3. Marblehead out in front. I'm sure after the game against Peabody, which I was talking to Coach McDonald for Gloucester just before the game. We spoke for a minute or two, and he was talking about how he watched the game against Peabody last week, and he was amazed that Marblehead had beat some really tough teams and then got torched basically by Peabody. And I'm sure with a roster of only 7 players, he's hoping to have some better results for his team tonight. Zone press there for Marblehead. This is Mano. Teyamano. Silver and maroon are the Gloucester colors. That bucket was made by Purdue Del Torchio. Her first points of the ball game, 16-5. Haley Schmidt over there in the far corner. The far wing, I should say. Tosh's pass inside is blocked by Purdue Del Torchio. Gloucester had a little trouble moving the ball and passing it. Down the lane, up off the glass. No, didn't get the drop, that the roll that she wanted, but going to the line to shoot 2. If it'll be Gillette. Hard to tell with the excuse me, the ponytail hanging down right over the number. Second shot coming. Up and in. Greta Sachs. Her first bucket of the ball game, 18-5, 5:16 to go. First half. Battling for the ball was Jordan Purdue Del Torchio, number 11 for Gloucester. 13-point margin, 5:05 clock rolling, second quarter. 18-5. Forbes to McDonald. And Sachs will go to the line. Foul is on Martell, her first, second on the team. And Greta Sachs comes to the free throw line, her first time tonight. Oh, deep into the basket, and then it just rimmed around and came flying out. So she's 0 for 1. Marblehead pressing. Second time they've come from behind and taken it away from Jordan Purdue Del Torchio. Pushing it all the way down the floor was Lucy McDonald. Sachs comes out to try to set a pick, but Andriana moved away. Sachs pushes it back on top to McDonald. McDonald in the lane, gives it off. Maddie Forbes had it knocked out of bounds from the hands of Ramona Gillette. 4:14 to go in the first half. Forbes to inbound. Gets it off to McDonald. McDonald passes inside to Andriano. She turns right and swings back left for the left-handed scoop. But the rebound comes down to Marblehead. 1 second on the shot clock. They got it off and hit the rim. So, but it didn't go in. 18-5. 3:53 and rolling. Purdue Del Torchio gets open underneath and cashes it in. 18-7. Need to come and help. Andriano looking. Maddie Forbes looking. Underneath, the shot goes up and a whistle. Gillette will go to the line. Foul was on Natasha DePaula, her first. She's a sophomore, number 10. Third on the team with 3:16 to go here before halftime. Nice roll that time. Another one coming. So that's 3 for 6 from the free throw line. Underneath, Andriano's shot is no good. She gets her own rebound, tries to shoot again, and didn't quite have. Somebody got a hand on the ball, I think. They didn't call a foul. The whistle now goes against Marblehead. And Forbes picks up the foul. Her second. Second on the team. Man-to-man coverage on the defense. Up ahead to Jordan. And again, anticipating that pass, making the steal for Marblehead was Andriano. Quickly pushing it up the floor. Bounce pass in the lane and off to Forbes. Forbes puts it up and doesn't get the roll. Hit the iron, didn't really have a much of a chance. 2:32 to go first half. Nice movement underneath there by Andriano to get in right position, long pass, and boy, she's the athlete on that team. Jordan Purdue Del Torchio, number 11. She's got 4 points, but around the edge, Marblehead's zone defense is keeping the ball away from the hoop. The pass hit Coach Moran in the knee, I think. He was not on the floor. He was over the out-of-bounds line where he should be. Comes back on top. Forbes had called for it. Andriano delivered. Dosh pass inside, gets it right back, looks to go. Has a three-point try, off the mark. .120 to go first half. 19-7. Bounce pass. They look for that across the key bounce pass. This time it was intended for Martell, but Marblehead has seen that several times today, and they're ready for it now. Tapped away on the inbound. Excuse me, on the inbounding play. Bounce pass comes to Dosh. Dosh gets bumped. She had already lost the ball, I think, before she got bumped, but she did get bumped, so it's Gloucester ball. That's why it's Gloucester ball, because the bump did not affect possession of the ball. A minute to go in the first half. 12-point lead for Marblehead. Purdue Del Torchio in the lane, and the pass was tapped away, and eventually Andriano hit it twice, but eventually it went out of bounds. 51.4 on the clock. Underneath, the defense closed down, the ball's batted around. Eventually, Marblehead controlled it. Andriano and I think Forbes underneath there as well were battling for it. A three-point try. Andriano well short, going to save it, and she does. It was Forbes that saved it. Cross-court pass, open, and the shot was no good. The rebound by Forbes. Forbes gets the ball tipped, and this one goes high off the backboard, and it still rolled around. Down to 8 seconds to go here before halftime. Pass up ahead, and a bucket is not scored, and that'll do it for the end of the first half. With the score, Marblehead 19 and Gloucester 7. We'd like to remind you that MHTV is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. If you're enjoying this production of MHS Sports and MHTV, please click subscribe on our YouTube page and consider making a donation by visiting our website, marbleheadtv.org. That's marbleheadtv.org, all one word, except for the .org, and click on the donate button. We'll be back after this with the second half. And welcome back. Second half just about ready to get underway. Marblehead leads it by 12, 19-7. They're up against a really undermanned or underwomaned Gloucester team. They only have 8 players on the roster, and only 7 are available for tonight's game. So for Marblehead, I'm assuming it'll be the Goldwater, Dosh, Andriano, Gillette, and Forbes. The starting 5 looks that way. Marblehead has had more chances than they've been able to cash in on. So I wouldn't imagine that Coach Moran, even though the team is a 12-point lead, is completely happy. Spreading it around outside in a zone defense by Gloucester. Rebound is batted around and goes to Jordan Purdue Del Torchio. Has 4 points in the ball game. Outside the arc. Stolen away on a bad pass. Looking up. Samara Dosh. Adriano for 3, and she cans it. She's got 2 threes now. 22-7. Double teaming the ball, and the full court press is getting out of there was Purdue Del Torchio. Nearly a carry and a whistle as she stumbled into, who was it? The foul is on Olivia Goldwater. She did seem to get the hand under the ball there as she was bringing it up the floor. But there was no whistle on that. Foul goes against Goldwater, her first on the team here in the third quarter. Ball out of bounds off of Gloucester. Ash to Adriano in the lane. Good ball movement. Shot clock to 15. They got plenty of time. There's Andriano in the lane. Bounce pass for an open player, but the player did not anticipate the pass. It went between 2 defenders. It was intended for Maddie Forbes. Whistle and a timeout. 22-7. .6:03 to go here in the third quarter. (22-7), pass in the lane, and Del Torchio, Purdue Del Torchio, I guess hyphenated. Andriano, cross into the lane, and the ball got knocked away by Purdue Del Torchio. Big Gloucester ball. breaking out of the double team, gets it to Jordan Purdue Del Torchio. Spreading the court out. Looking to go inside. Now it looked like she was going to go for three. And this is a three-point shot. Rebound comes down Marblehead's way. Shot was taken by Madrugo. Inside, forwards, backs in, now comes this way and turns and missed it off the glass. And she'll get called for the wraparound. Third foul on Maddie Forbes. And she'll take a seat. A couple of substitutes come in. Lucy McDonald is one of them. Going for the shot was Dosh and a whistle. Foul on Olivia Madrugo. Inbounding play for Marblehead. Greta Sachs is in there. Andriano, Sachs. Schmidt underneath and getting hammered was Tess Andriano right under the hoop. A much smaller player ran into her. So she'll get two. Her first trip to the free throw line tonight. Eight points for Andriano as she makes 2 for 2 from the free throw line to go with a couple of threes. 24-7. Nearly a travel. Turnaround shot, no good. Rebound taken by Purdue Del Torchio. She's got 6 points now. She was in the right position, and it was a mismatch underneath the backboard. Dosh gives it off to Schmidt. I think it's Schmidt, yep. Rebound batted around. A little bit of a spurt here for Gloucester. On top is Olivia Madrugo. From the foul line, a bucket scored by Martell. Her first points of the ball game, 24-11. Baseline, underneath, Sachs is in the right position, gets the pass and converts the bucket. She's got 4. Important player for Marblehead off the bench, tapped away and out of bounds. Nice defensive work that time by Marblehead's Lucy McDonald, number 2. You might think that something like that doesn't affect the flow of the game because it's just a pass and went out of bounds. They get the ball back, but it upsets the rhythm, and that makes a big difference in basketball. Purdue Del Torchio is tied up with Marblehead's number 21, Ramona Gillette, and the arrow is pointing Marblehead's way. And Andriano comes in as a substitution. Taking a seat was Samara Dosh. Sachs backs in, finds a way, gets it up, missed the shot, gets her own rebound, passes it out to the key, and from the foul line, the shot is no good. Battled for, comes down to Andriano. Andriano gives it off to Sachs and a whistle. Andriano got fouled. Sachs and Andriano slap hands on the exchange there. An inbounding play on for Marblehead. And a whistle on the tie-up. (26-11). 3:13 to go third quarter. Marblehead out in front. Ball is stripped away, and refs came running in as it was looking like this was going to end up as with a crash. And a jump ball. It should be Gloucester's ball this time. No, Marblehead ball. Inbounding play, and 3:05 to go here in the third quarter. Lucy McDonald getting a lot of playing time tonight. Adriano's shot was a little off the mark. Jordan Purdue Del Torchio. 3-point shot around the rim. Sachs was there, but it gets knocked away by Purdue Del Torchio. And some subs for Marblehead come in. Samara Dosh and Gillette. Ramona Gillette, no, excuse me, 22. Bucket is good. Nora Mahan in there. 28-11. Oh, that's a walk. She had it in her hand and took a couple of steps, but she made it look good, and now she gets the bucket. So 8 points now for Jordan Purdue Del Torchio. 28-13, a long-range shot by Adriano is no good. She gets it as she cuts to the lane, but it goes to Sachs. She puts it up and in. 6 points for Greta Sachs. That's why she's important to this team. Comes off the bench and she provides some rebounding and some point scoring. 30-13, 2 minutes to go, third quarter. Two minutes in the third quarter. And for a moment there, Gloucester looked like they might have been able to close the gap a little bit as they got a couple of buckets quick and they made some good defensive plays. But Marblehead got some points from Sachs and Adriano and some good play out of Haley Schmidt and Lucy McDonald. One thing to watch for Gloucester, their point guard, sophomore Olivia Madruga, is playing with 4 fouls. Number 2 for, no, she's on the bench. That might have a greater impact. Here comes Del Torchio looking to get away from a double team, a triple team even. She pushes up the floor, passes down the court, has a player in the lane. She pulls up and puts it up and gets the roll. Nice bucket for Gabriela Martel. She has 4 points in the ball game. 30-15, down to about 1:35 here in the third. Mara Dash gives it off to Tessa Andriano from the top of the key. Gillette to Forbes. Forbes pulls up, gives it back to Gillette. Had Forbes underneath, and she gets hit as she takes the shot, and the foul will go against, I think it's 24. Martel. Yeah, Gabriela Martel, her second. Since it was in the act of shooting, free throws. Another one coming for Maddie Forbes. And she gets a nice roll. It drops in, 1 for 2. 31-15. Marblehead's pressing inside the foul line, but not at the baseline. That's a walk. She carried the ball. She went through the lane. And 3 white jerseys and Jordan Purdue Del Torchio were tied up there, and it's going to be an inbounding play for Gloucester. Gloucester looking tonight to even up their record at 8-8, and that is called a jump ball, be Marbleheads. Has the same effect as a traveling call. I guess the ruling was the ball was tied up before she made that step. Bounce pass into the lane. No one home. Inside of 50 seconds to go. Ball is passed around. Nice play by Dosh, and Marblehead turned it right back over again. Down to 36 seconds. Inside the arc. Bucket was scored by number 25, Adeline Amero, a freshman. (31-17, 20.4). And a foul goes against Maddie Forbes, her 4th. 3rd on the team, under 20 seconds now. Marblehead clamping. Dosh with the steal. Ahead, nice passing, and a bucket is scored. Nice play. And that'll do it for the 3rd quarter. That last bucket was scored by Marblehead's 22, I believe. Yes. Nice play by Nora Mahan. That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score. Marblehead 33 and Gloucester 17. So the margin has closed a little bit. About 16 points, closed by a point, I guess. 8 minutes to go in the basketball game. We'd like to thank the National Grand Bank for being our community partner in bringing you MHS Sports and MHTV. Don't forget, at the end of the game, we'll come up with our Marblehead Sports Shop Player of the Game Award. So stay tuned for that. 33-17. Greta Sachs off the bench has 6. Maddie Forbes has 5. 3 points for Gillette, all from the free throw line. Tessa Andriano has 8 points on 2 threes and 2 shots from the free throw line. Samara Dash with 3 and Olivia Goldwater with 2. Nora Mahan has 2 and Haley Schmidt has 2. Quickly challenging the ball. There's Mahan, and the ball goes out of bounds, and a whistle. Be Marblehead ball. Good work. Nora Mahan, sophomore, number 22. She has a bucket and helped to force a turnover right there. We're in the 4th quarter. Marblehead in the weave. Andreano gets it outside the arc. The pass inside was tapped away and out of bounds. 24 on the shot clock. Andreano's pass inbounds to Mahan is a long cross-court pass, a 3-point shot by Mahan. She gets the ball on the rebound as it was batted around, and it's over to who is that? Number 2 for Marblehead. That's McDonald. 22 and 2 are in there. McDonald and Mahan, and stolen away right out of the hands. Ramona Gillette made that steal. Here comes Purdue Del Torchio. She gets the bucket. She has 8 now, no, 10. 33-19. Marblehead's just got to make sure they don't let this one slip away. Mahan pulls up, gives it back to Andriano. Has it now. Whistle. Check on number 31. I don't have a name on that. Let me just see here. Lisa Bland. Yeah, 31. There she is. So she's out there. Bland, number 31, is out there. Right on the line. Well short. Out of bounds. Would have been a three-pointer had it gone in. 6-16. 33-19, pass ahead. Andriano passes underneath and wide open under the bucket, gets her own rebound, gives it off. Nice play and a bucket. It eventually results in a bucket, but this one's scored by Gillette. Her first field goal to go with 3 points from the free throw line. Off the glass, own rebound, right into the arms of Andriano as she just bear hugged the ball, took it away. Good movement by Marblehead. They're not letting this lead slip away. 35-19. The ball's batted around underneath. Gillette goes to the ball, misses it, and it's a tie-up. It should be Gloucester ball, and as Marblehead get it on every tie-up. Back into the lineup is Martel for Gloucester. Marblehead ball underneath. Inbounding play here by Mahan. Out to, or maybe it's Forbes. My new glasses are coming in about a week. They are, I'm not kidding. We're high above courtside here, as someone used to say. Those of you who remember know who I mean. .520. Ball off the backboard, and right there to cash it in was Jordan Perdue Del Torchio, and she's going to go to the line for a free throw. Foul goes against, let's see, Olivia Goldwater. Number 5, her second. Third on the team. The shot was missed. That was the first free throw for Perdue Del Torchio. Inbounding play by Gloucester. A couple of subs for Marblehead with 5:15 to go. Lucy McDonald, number 2, and Haley Schmidt, number 1. Oh, nice defensive work that time. Pushing it quickly up the floor is McDonald, and a whistle. The other way, travel, double dribble. John Caswell fiercely making the frantically making the double dribble sign right next door. Oh, almost a steal there by Marblehead's number 11, Samara Dosh. .448, clock rolling. Underneath, and a nice pass and a nice catch by Perdue Del Torchio, but no basket. Third foul, I believe that was on Goldwater, non-shooting. So she picks up her third with 4:42 to go. Perdue Del Torchio turns in the lane, fires it up a little bit short. Rebound comes down to Marblehead's nice scoop shot that time. Bucket was scored by McDonald, a freshman, and that Oh, that was Goldwater who made the play before. One of the tri-captains. Goldwater is a tri-captain. Gillette's a tri-captain. Let me just check on something here. And Maddie Forbes. So Forbes, Goldwater, and Gillette are the team's captains. 4:27 to go, a 16-point lead by Marblehead. Gloucester brings it in. Marblehead pressing. That's one way to keep Gloucester from getting back into the game. Down 16 right now with 4:16 to go. Couple of three-pointers and they're back in it. Jordan Purdue Del Torchio has the ball. Amaro throws it out of the reach of her teammate and out of bounds. A turnover for Marblehead. Marblehead will get it with 4:05 to go and leading it by 16, 37-21. Andriano with the ball fake, then goes down the lane to the right side, up off the glass, high off the glass. Andriano took a swipe at it. I think it was Goldwater who took that shot, not positive. Amaro's pass across court in the lane. Purdue Del Torchio's shot in and out around the rim. 3:24. 37-21 along the baseline looking for someone open. Found her. Nice play. Let's see who got that bucket. Haley Schmidt and Lucy McDonald combined on that last bucket. Here comes Andriano. Really taken away. Marblehead's protected the ball much better this game than the last game we saw them play. Shot there by Dosh was no good. Rebound was battled for. One of the Marblehead players hits the deck but gets up quickly. And a foul as running into an offensive player for Gloucester was Samara Dosh, her first. 39-21. And that will send, let's see who gets to the line. Can't read a number because she's got a long ponytail covering her number. Madrugo, Olivia Madrugo. John zoomed in on her? No, or you can see it? The hair was moving around. At least Marblehead has some light brown colored hair for me to help distinguish. Well, not much, really. I'm looking at the team now, and most all of them have light brunette. But on the other team, on Gloucester, they all have dark brunette hair. So 2:31 to go in the basketball game. 18-point margin now, 39-21. Yeah, our next broadcast of Marblehead basketball will be Wednesday, a week from tomorrow, a week from, so that's 18th. Wednesday the 18th, and it'll be Marblehead hosting Swampscott. So the inbounding play with 2:31 to play in the basketball game is Marbleheads. And Gloucester playing tight defense, but Marblehead blows by it. The shot taken by Nora Mahan. It goes out of bounds as it was blocked, and it'll be Marblehead ball with 24 on the shot clock. And the inbounding play will be made by Lucy McDonald. Haley Schmidt is the player closest to her. Underneath, and dribbled it off of her leg and out of bounds. So it will be Gloucester ball, 2:18 to go. Madrugo gives it off into the lane now. It comes over to Martell, back out to Madrugo. And Purdue Del Torcia, there's a three, and it's good. Marblehead gets the bucket. It was scored by Schmidt, I think so, number one. 41-24. Three-pointer off the mark. Rebound comes to Marblehead. A whistle and a timeout, or substitutions coming in. That's it. Andrano comes out. Catherine Camas is in there for Marblehead, along with, let's see. Shot and a foul. With 1:10 to go, Marblehead will send number one, Haley Schmidt, to the line. She gets the first. She'll have another. That's the first foul on Jordan Purdue Del Torcio for Gloucester. She's been very active tonight. She's 2 for 2 for Schmidt from the free throw line. Down to about 1:05. Madrugo working the right side, gives it off to Purdue Del Torcio. Back on top to, let's see, Purdue Del Torcio dribbling with the left hand. Long range shot is off the mark. Rebound taken there by Haley Schmidt. Down to 37 seconds. Underneath the hoop, a little too far underneath the hoop. Knocked out of bounds and a bouncing, caroming rebound. Knocked out of bounds by Haley Schmidt. 30 seconds to go. So on the 18th, we'll be doing the, I think it's the 18th. It's a week from Wednesday anyway. We're doing the Marblehead Swampscott game. Del Torcio's shot is no good. The rebound comes to Marblehead, down to 10 seconds. And that'll do it. So the final score, Marblehead 43 and Gloucester 24. Marblehead moves to 12-4, and Tommy McDonald's Gloucester club drops to 7-9. Good effort by Marblehead tonight as they cleaned up some of the problems they had last week when we saw them play against Peabody. Their passing was much crisper. Their rebounding efforts were strong. They didn't throw the ball away very much at all. So, at the end of the ball game, we'd like to thank the National Grand Bank for being our community partner in bringing you MHS Sports on MHTV. And stay tuned. Coming up next, the Marblehead Sports Shop Player of the Game. And welcome back to MHS Sports on MHTV. Tonight's Marblehead Sports Shop Player of the Game is senior Tess Andriano. A couple of threes and a couple of shots from the free throw line. She led Marblehead scoring with 8 and leading the way on, and also great rebounding and just a good presence for the senior. And she just had a really good game. 8 points, so helped to control things in there and rebound both offensively and defensively. So congratulations to Tess Andriano from the Marblehead Sports Shop as being our Marblehead Sports Shop Player of the Game. And from MHTV, we'd like to thank the Marblehead Sports Shop for being our community partner in bringing you the Player of the Game Award. And we'd like to thank the National Grand Bank for being our community partner in bringing you MHS Sports on MHTV. Once again, the final score, Marblehead 43. All of us here at MHTV Sports, I'm Chris Conley. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again next time.